Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about My Hero Academia, which is on chapter 334. Now, this chapter right here, I don't know what's about to happen next, but I really hope something could come up eventually, but I don't know how it's gonna go out, but I guess we're about to find out, you know? I don't know what the manga author is really planning right now, but if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Shigaraki is actually managing to escape right now. Like, he even said, just before blowing off my beloved Nomu to bits, I took its wing quirk. So I just need to get the heck out of here and give new order to someone else. Otherwise, I'm going to disappear, you know? Because we see freaking, New Order of Stars and Stripes doing a lot of damage on All For One and Shigaraki, you know? But that aside, we have to it that, that All For One or Shigaraki remembers the time of what Stars and Stripes said, you know, I was saved when I was a child by a Japanese exchange student. I've got 8 long strands of hair instead, you know? And he ends up saying, in the end, no matter where I go, it's always about you. Every damn time, you know? And we have to it that Shigaraki manages to escape, and we have to it that one of the pilots says, if you fall in battle, I'll be sure to return your bodies to your family. Star and Stripes, you surpassed them since a long time ago. You are already the greatest hero. And we have to it that we see 2 criminals talking about what's going on here and there, and one guy named Kashi Koshiko is in prison for robbery and murder, but later on, those 2 couples, whatever they call them, I don't know what they are, ends up being interrupted by Shigaraki. Shigaraki ends up having to take the guy's quirk, whatever, or make him quirkless and transfer New Order as a freaking storage safety, you know? And we had to it that Stars and Stripes tells Shigaraki, Stars and Stripes calls him a fool and says, thanks to you having so many quirks inside of you, I'm almost destroyed from fighting all of them. It's a shame that I couldn't kill you, but remember this, you nameless punk. As long as people are still willing to help each other, the will of a hero shall be passed on, and they will surely put an end to you, you know? And we have to it that All For One says, that's enough. For humans, as long as we survive, it's a victory. Now get out, you damn corpse. And we have to it that we see All For One all busted up right now and has a hole in his body in the vestige world, you know? And we see to it that someone says, a hero? Izuku Midoriya. And we see a small childlike figure of Tenko calling out Izuku's name in the vestige world, you know? And then we see a narrator for what happened after the fight with Stars and Stripes and Shigaraki, you know? Soon after, an extensive search party was dispatched to find Shigaraki. Although they discovered traces of conflict at a Bayside home, he was already gone. They were too slow to continue pursuing him, you know? And we have to it that the news of America's #1 hero's death spread across the world within the day. If even she was heralded as the strongest hero in the world couldn't stand up to him, then no other nation would believe they could either, you know? And we had to it that the Egyptian hero talks to his boss and says, what do you mean we are withdrawing our dispatched forces? Are we just going to abandon Japan like that? No, I am Salam, and I will never abandon a nation in need, you know? A nation losing its heroes and the increasing social instability within it are very much intertwined. This made reaching out to other countries for help even harder as they focused on protecting their own nation, you know? The whole world had put an immediate halt to any forces being deployed overseas. And we have to it that the pilot ends up talking to All Might and says, however, Star's sacrifice was not absolutely in vain, however. Even All Might feels really sad saying, I want to see Cassie again. Dang it, you know? And we have to it that the pilot who flew the X-66 jet says, the X-66 jets we flew have a record of the battle. We were able to measure all his biological processes and have onboard analysis of his quirk. I'm sure using this data will prove invaluable. You haven't had a chance to study that freak's body yet, right? And we see a central hospital being measured right now, is being shown right now, but we end up seeing another narration that the next day, 2 days after Midori returned to UA, you know? We had to it that Bakugo, that Dynamite or Kakchan, whichever one you want to say, says, wait a minute, you mean he's been delayed? And All Might says, yes. Originally, Shigaraki would have completed his body by tomorrow, but now Shigaraki won't be able to make his move for another week at the very least. This is the final extension given to us courtesy of Star and Stripes. Use this time wisely, for we must defeat All For One and Shigaraki once and for all, you know? And then the note ends up saying, with the glimmer of hope on the horizon, the young boys assemble once more, you know? And All Might therefore tells us to all Class 1A, that's with Izuku right now, and they get ready for what's to come, you know? And the chapter ends there. Now, when it comes to this chapter, I'm very concerned right now. I don't know if the manga author is trying to rush things right now or trying to end things quickly, but I really hope this doesn't end too soon or something, you know? And I hope it does not even end sometime next year, because you got a lot of build-up to do and a lot of things to do to make it satisfying. You can't... I'm just going to say right now, even if Shigaraki cannot move for a week, he could still recover, even so. I highly doubt they could still do any damage against Shigaraki as he is right now. Depending what quirks were lost and what was not, depending what quirks were lost and depending how much damage Shigaraki took, unless he still has super regeneration, which is a super overpowered quirk, honestly. Super regeneration obviously is the thing that people say it keeps the series going and makes it very intense here and there. So I don't know what's going to happen next. I mean, we don't know what Izuku Midori has been doing the last 2 days. All I know is he must have been resting, but I'm pretty sure he must have been doing something else right now. But whatever the case may be, we're going to have to find out very soon. But all I really know is I hope the manga author does this correct, man. I mean, like, even though the fight with Stars and Stripes was sad and all that, you know, and it sucks, but don't expect this to end anytime soon. Seriously, I hope the manga author expands the arc at least a couple more years if he can. But it depends on the situation. But with what's going on right now, anyways, New Order is stopped. It's given to someone who is quirkless right now, especially to a freaking quirkless nobody. But whatever the case may be, we don't really know what's gonna happen next with that person who has New Order, but whatever, you know? So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Ta-ta-da!